The Hollywood spotlight burned as Meghan Markle stepped from a sleek black limousine, her white gown glowing like a ghost of her royal wedding day. The Oscar night pulsed around her, cameras flashing like lightning, each click freezing her poised smile. "Meghan, you holding up?" a reporter shouted. Her lips curved, but her eyes flickered with a pain she couldn't hide. Rumors of her crumbling marriage to Prince Harry scorched the tabloids. Her phone was silent, no word from Harry, only a sharp text from her manager. Vanity Fair dropped a story. "They claim you're planning a tell-all about #IF after divorce." Meghan's grip on her phone tightened, her heart pounding. Divorce? The word felt foreign, yet the world was already writing her tragedy. Flashback to 6 months earlier, in their $14 million Montecito mansion. Meghan and Harry sat across from each other in #E vast living room, the fireplace casting shadows on walls lined with art. Harry's voice was low, strained. "I can't do this anymore, Meg. I left the royal family for freedom, but I'm trapped again, by The media, your ambitions, this life we've built." Meghan's eyes glisten. "ED, you think I wanted this? I gave up my career, my family, everything for you. I thought we'd create something new together, not tear each other apart." Harry stood, pacing to the balcony overlooking the Pacific. "I need time," he said, his voice breaking. "I need to find myself." Those words sliced through Meghan like a blade. She knew the pressures. Highest memoir spare had sparked global backlash. The scrutiny of their royal exit was relentless, but she never thought he'd turn away from her. The tension had been building for months. Harry, once the charming prince, seemed lost in Montecito's gilded cage. He'd spend hours in his study, poring over letters from old friends in England, his face etched with longing. Meghan tried to bridge the gap, planning charity gal as, pitching their Netflix deal, but each move seemed to push him further away. One night, she found him staring at a photo of his mother, Diana. "I thought I could escape our fate," he whispered. "But cameras, the lies, they're eating me alive." Meghan reached for his hand, but he pulled away, his silence louder than any argument. Then came the bombshell. A post on X from @Laird of the Manor exploded online. Prince Why has left Meghan Markle, spotted at an all-and-do resort with friend Nacho Figueras. Meghan sat frozen in her office, the words blurring on a screen. She called Harry, voicemail. She texted Nacho, who replied coldly, "He needs space, Meghan. Give him time." The media swarmed like vultures. Daily Mail blared, Meghan's harsh words to Harry, "This is the end." Vanity Fair hinted her team was pitching a post-divorce memoir, a claim she dismissed as hypothetical. In Orlando, Harry sat by a pool, his gaze distant. Nacho clapped his shoulder. "You did the right thing, mate. She's too much, always chasing the spotlight. You need peace." Harry shook his head. "I love her, Nacho, but I'm drowning." Meghan threw herself into work, desperate to reclaim her narrative. Her Netflix documentary #RY, With Love, Meghan, was meant to be her triumph, a raw look at her life, her causes, her heart. She poured everything into it, from late-night edits to tearful interviews about her struggles. But 6 days after its release, it crashed out of the top 10, critics branding it self-obsessed and tone-deaf. The failure stung, but Harry's absence hurt more. A friend mentioned seeing him at a polo match in Florida, laughing with old mates, looking freer than he had in years. Meghan found an unsent letter she'd written him. "I thought our love could outlast the world's noise. I thought we were equable." She tore it to pieces, tears falling, the cracks in their story deepened. Meghan learned Harry was working on a solo project, a mental health documentary, filmed without her. At a New York gala, a PR #Odusa casually mentioned it. Harry's found his spark again. The words landed like a punch. That night a leaked email from Harry's team hit X. The hashtag Duke is pursuing independent projects to reconnect with his roots. The internet erupted. #Meghan abandoned trended globally. Some painted her as a victim, others as a villain who'd driven Harry away with her ambition. Meghan felt the weight of every headline, every tweet, every wisp-read judgment. She began to unravel the past, piecing together where it went wrong. She remembered their early #D#eyes, stolen kisses in Botswana, drear MS of a life free from royal constraints. They'd vowed to face the world together, but the world had other plans. Harry's memoir had reopened #Ed old wounds, exposing family rifts that never healed. Meghan's push for their brand, Archewell, Netflix, Spotify, had been her way of proving they can thrive. But Harry saw it as a new kind of prison, one built on fame rather than duty. "I don't want to be a brand," he'd said once, his voice bitter. "I just want to be me." Meghan's team your #jed her to fight back, to tell her side. "Write the book," her publicist pressed. "The world wants your truth." But Meghan hesitated. A book would mean airing their pie #N, exposing Harry's vulnerabilities, and he still loved him, even now. Instead, she poured her energy into Archewell, launching a new initiative for women's empowerment. At a press conference, she stood tall, our voice steady. "I've faced storms before," she said. "I'll face this one too." The crowd applauded, but she #LT hollow. Backstage, she checked her phone, still no word from Harry. In Orlando, Harry wasn't as free as he seemed. Nights were spent staring at old photos of Meghan, their kid #S, their life. Nacho pushed him to move on, but doubts gnawed at him. Had he a #UN from love instead of fighting for it? He drafted a letter to Meghan, words spilling out. "I didn't leave you, Meg. I left the chaos. I want us back, but I don't know how." He never sent it, crumpling it in frustration. The final twist came at a Lond on charity event Meghan attended. He #RF first public appearance since the split. She wore a CR Imson gown, her smile defiant. Whispers followed her, some admired her strength, others called her calculating. Then, a shock. Harry was there, across the room, his eyes meeting hers for the first time in months. The crowd hushed, sensing the tension. He approached, his face unreadable. "Meg," he said softly, "can we talk?" Her heart raced, torn between hope and hurt. "Was this a chance to